Hello and welcome back to the course of Basic Electrical Engineering. In this video lecture, I am going to continue with Unit 1, that is DC circuit. Now, which are the topics I am going to cover? So, topic I am going to discuss is Ohm's law and series and parallel connection of resistor and one example based on that. So, let us start with the Ohm's law. Basically, Ohm's law is used to give relationship between voltage, resistance and current. It is used to find voltage drop across the resistor, across any element in electric circuit. Now, what is the statement of the Ohm's law? So, it states that ratio of potential difference V between any 2 points of the conductor to the current flowing I between those 2 points is constant, but under the certain condition. And condition is what? Temperature of the conductor does not change. So ratio of V and I is equal to constant. So mathematically we can write V divided by I is equal to constant, or V divided by I is equal to R, where R is the resistance of the conductor. So if R is kept constant, current is directly proportional to the potential difference across the ends of the conductor. So V is proportional to I, so we can write V is equal to IR. Here one graph is there, which shows the relationship between voltage and current for a resistor under the constant temperature condition. So graph is a linear. As the current increases, potential difference across the conductor or resistor increases. Now, Ohm's law has certain limitation. It cannot be applied to every element. Relationship between voltage and current does not apply to non-metallic conductor like silicon carbide. Because the relationship between voltage and current for silicon carbide is given by V is equal to K into I raised to M, where K and M are the constant and M is less than unity. Second limitation is what? It does not apply to non-linear devices such as Zener diode and voltage regulator tubes, because diodes and transistors are the non-linear device in which the relationship between voltage and current is not linear. And it is true for metal conductor at condition, and condition is what? The constant temperature. Temperature should remain constant. So these are the limitation of Ohm's law. It cannot be applied to every device, every element. It is applied to a metal conductor, but the condition is what? The temperature should remain constant. Now, series connection of the resistor. So, what is the definition of series connection of resistor? When we can say the resistors are connected in series. The DC circuit in which resistors are connected end to end so that there is only one path for the flow of current is known as a DC series circuit, and the resistors are said to be connected in series. So the condition is what? There is end to end connection and there is only one path for the flow of current. If this condition is satisfied, then we can say resistors are connected in series. Now here you can see three resistors are there, R1, R2 and R3. Here you can see all three are connected in series because one end of the resistor 1 is connected to the other end of the resistor 2. Second end of the resistor 2 is connected to the first end of the resistor 3. And there is only one path for the flow of current. Now if we apply the potential difference, then current will start to flow. And as current start to flow, according to the Ohm's law, there is a potential difference across individual resistors. And potential difference are V1, V2 and V3. Now, so we can write V1 is equal to IR1 according to the Ohm's law, V2 is equal to IR2 and V3 is equal to IR3. Now as per KVL, the voltage V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So we can write V is equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. Taking I common from the equation, so V is equal to I in bracket R1 plus R2 plus R3. So we can write V divided by I is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now here you can see this is the equivalent circuit of the given series circuit. Here all these three resistance are replaced by equivalent resistance, that is R equivalent. So for this circuit, the ratio of V divided by I can be written as R equivalent. So we can write R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this is the equation of series connected resistance. In terms of statement, we can say the equivalent resistance is sum of individual resistances. If there are n resistance connected in series, so we can write R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus so on plus Rn. Now, which are the conclusion from the series circuit? So, as we define that circuit can be a series circuit if there is only one path for the flow of current. So here same current flows through the all part of the circuit. The second one is different resistance have their individual voltage drops according to the Ohm's law, and voltage drops are V1, V2, V3. Voltage drops are additive, means total voltage across three resistors are voltage drops across resistor 1 plus voltage drop across resistor 2 plus voltage drop across resistor 3. Applied voltage equals the sum of different voltage drops. Resistance are also additive because R equivalents are R1 plus R2 plus R3. Powers are also additive. So these are the all conclusion from series connected resistor. Now moving towards the parallel connection of resistor. What is the definition? When one end of each resistor is joined to a common point and other end of the resistance is joined to another common point, so there are many as paths for the flow of current, then it is known as a parallel circuit. So here you can say three resistors are connected in parallel, that is R1, R2 and R3. Now you can see one end of each resistors are connected to this common point and other ends are connected to this common point. All these resistors are connected across battery of potential V. Now as battery is connected, then current will start to flow, and as current will start to flow, the current will be divided because there are number of branches. So current I gets divided into the three currents, that is I1, I2 and I3. Now I1 is the current flowing through resistor R1, I2 is the current flowing through resistor R2 and I3 is the current flowing through the resistor R3. So according to Ohm's law, we can write I1 is equal to V divided by R1, I2 is equal to V divided by R2, I3 is equal to V divided by R3. Now total current I can be written as I1 plus I2 plus I3. Now putting this value of I1, I2, I3 in this equation, so we can write I is equal to V divided by R1 plus V divided by R2 plus V divided by R3. Now taking V common, we can write I divided by V is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. And if we draw, you can see here, if we draw the equivalent circuit of these three resistance, which is denoted by Rp, then from this circuit we can write I divided by V is equal to Rp. So we can write 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. So how we can read this equation? So we can read that, we can say that reciprocal of equivalent resistance for parallel connected resistance is given by sum of reciprocal of individual resistances. Now, which are the conclusion for parallel connected resistor? So first one is the voltage across each resistor is same because all are connected in parallel, and parallel only one battery is connected across each resistor, so voltage across each resistor is same. The current through any resistor is inversely proportional to its resistance because I is equal to V divided by R. The total current in this circuit is equal to sum of the current in each parallel branches. The reciprocal of total resistance is equal to the sum of reciprocal of individual resistances. Now, as the number of parallel branches increases, total resistance of the circuit is decreased because 1 upon Rt is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. So as the number of branches increases, total equivalent resistance decreases. But in the case of series connected resistance, if the total number of resistance increases, then equivalent resistance also increases. The total resistance of the circuit is always less than the smallest resistance of the resistance. If there are n resistance and each of the value of each resistance is R, which are connected in parallel, then total resistance is given by Rp is equal to R divided by N. Now one example based on series and parallel connection resistance. So here you can see three resistors are connected as shown in figure and find the resistance between point A and point B. Now this circuit looks like a complex circuit, but if we draw the equivalent circuit of this, then it becomes very easy. So what we can see here, one end of each resistor is connected to common point A. Now for these resistors, one end is connected to A, now D is also connected to A, and so both these resistors end are also connected to point A. Similarly, one end is connected to point B. So if we redraw this circuit, then all the resistors are connected in parallel because one end of each resistor is connected to point A and A and D are shorted point, B and C are the shorted point, and other ends of the all resistors are connected to point B. So what we can write according to the parallel resistance equation? So we can write 1 divided by RAB is equal to 1 divided by R plus 1 divided by R plus 1 divided by R. So 1 divided by RAB is equal to 3 divided by R. So RAB is equal to R by 3 ohm. So this is the equivalence resistance for this given circuit. So this is all about the today's video lecture. In this video lecture, I have discussed Ohm's law, series and parallel connection of resistance, and one example based on series and parallel connection of the resistance. Hope you enjoy the video. See you soon in the next video of DC circuit. Thank you for watching.